So, the topic for this lesson is ornamentation. Now, what we call ornamentation. Suppose in the very beginning we played saregama or any notes directly like this. Whatever note we wanted to play, we played very straightly. After that, we played them with a slide like this. Okay, so the purpose of slide is we are adding some extra note with the main notes. Okay, so that is called ornamentation. When you want to address the one note, but to increase its beauty, okay, increase its meaning, you use the other notes nearby. That is called the ornamentation. So the slide is the best example of ornamentation, where we are taking the slide of sa, let's say from re, but we are singing it as a sa only, or we are seeing it as a sa only. Okay, so that kind of different ornamentations are there that we generally use in our music. Okay, so the very short ornamentation, the shortest ornamentation is a kana, that is called tapping. Okay, you write. So first you write the definition of ornamentation. So ornamentation is when ornamentation is when yes, it is on. Let them ask them to join again. Same, it's the same thing. So ornamentation is when the main note is played by nearby notes and we address the total sound is the name of main note only. Okay, name of main note only. That means we are playing the nearby notes along with your main notes, but we are not naming it. For naming, we are just naming the main note only. Okay, I give you example for that. See, I play sa re ga 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 ga. Okay, see. Now see, with the ga, I am taking the touch of re. Okay, like this. Ga 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 ga. But I am not saying re ga. Okay, even though I am not addressing re and ga, it is only ga 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 ga. Right? It is not ga re ga re ga. By technically it's there, but we read it as a ga 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 ga. So this is called ornamentation, where there is an extra note with the ga, but you are not addressing this note separately. You are in a ga only. You are singing that note. Okay, and this type of ornamentation, it is called tapping. Okay, so tapping means when you are quickly touching the down note, okay, and coming up to the main note. Okay? So this is a very basic ornamentation, the tapping. So tapping when we are just touching the down note, sometimes the upper note also. Okay, so it may not be the always down note. It can be maybe the next the nearby note. The best word is a nearby note. When you are touching the nearby note very quickly and coming back to the main note, that is called tapping. Suppose I play sa re ga. So this is not only ga, it's a ma to ga. Okay, but we are not addressing ma because it's the ornamentation for ga. There is no any separate need of ma is there. It's just to give some thrill to ga. That's why. So there is also a kan or tap. So the tap in Hindi we call kan. Kan means a particle. Okay. So you are just using a particle of nearby note to give some ornamentation to the main note. Okay. The second ornamentation is slide. S-L-I-D-E, slide. That we have been learning from last 2 days. Slide. S-L-I-D-E, slide. S-L-I-D-E, slide. Mean and gamak. Okay. So what we are used to do there? That to play, let's say re. You are taking ga, but what you are singing? Re. Okay, we are not singing ga re. Even when you are playing sa to re, we treat it as a sa. Okay, so this is called ornamentation. When there is an extra note there, but the total sound we address as a main note sound only. We don't sing or we don't name the ingredient note there. Okay, so the slide you already know, but you can write it when the main note is played from other note continuously. So when we play sa, we play it continuously from re to sa. Then continuity should not break. If the continuity breaks, then it is not a slide. Okay? You take slide of sa from ga, you can take it from ma, but it should be continuously coming over your main note. That is called the slide. Okay? If I take it from ga also, the slide is there. Okay? If I take from ni, lower octave, this is also a slide. This is slide. Okay. So the condition for slide is whatever note that you choose should be coming continuously to the main notes. That continuity should not break. Okay. Somebody say, okay, play the slide of sa from middle octave pa. That is not possible. Why? Because there is no continuity between pa and sa. Okay. So we can maximum we can play the slide of sa in the flute. I am talking is from ma. Okay. If you go beyond ma, then pa is there. That is cannot come to the sa. Clear? So that is ornamentation. Now, see in the both of the example tab and slide, there was only one note involved. Okay, as an extra note. Now the next type of ornamentation, there can be more than one notes nearby. Okay, so that is called Katka, the third ornamentation. K H A T A K A. Katka. K-H-A-T-A-K-A. Katka. Okay. Now, the Katka is right when the main note is played with nearby 2 to 3 notes. 2 to 3. It means 2 or 3 notes, nearby 2 or 3 notes. That is called Katka. For example, Re Sa Ni Sa. Okay, Re Sa Ni Sa. Okay, and then the last Sa. Okay, in that you just make circle on that, like this. Re Sa Ni Sa. Just circle on this. This is the main note. Mostly on the ornamentation, whatever the last note, that is a main note. Okay. So you will use nearby notes and then you will finally come to the last note. That is the main note. Okay. Now here, see how this will sound. I am playing dha, ni, sa. See here the sound of sa. Da, ni, sa. Now this is obviously it's not a straight sa. If it would be straight sa, da, ni, sa, it would sound like this. But it is da, ni, sa. So to play this, so what I am doing, da, ni, sa, re, sa, ni, sa. Okay, but we are not singing them as a re, sa, ni, sa. What we are singing is a sa. Always the last note is the main note. Okay, so one more example. Da, ni, sa, sa. Now see, the sound of sa changed little bit. It was before da, ni, sa. The sound was like ta, like this. And now this sound is da, ni, sa. That means now note has changed for the Katka. Now it is dasa nisa. Okay, so dasa nisa as a sa. Okay, so when you play dasa nisa, that is also a slide. That is also a Katka of sa. So what I want to say is when you use the nearby note. Okay, more than 2. Okay, see, dasa, nisa, 3, 4 notes are there. And you come to the one note very quickly, that is called Katka. Very quickly. Very quickly. One more example we can see. sa, re, ga. Correct. Now to play this re, what I actually totally technically play, I played sa, then I played ga, re, sa, re. This as a re only. Okay. So sa, re, ga. So to play re, I played ga, re, sa, re very quickly. Sa, ga, re, sa, re, ga. So that ga, re, sa, re is actually for the re. Okay, to give beautification or give the ornamentation to re. And the last ga is as it is. Okay. So this ga, re, sa, re is a khatka of re. Khatka of re. Sa, re, ga. Okay, but doesn't mean that khatka of re can be only ga, re, sa, re. Can be other notes also. If you play something very nearby quickly, staying on ga, that is also khatka. Staying on re, that is also khatka of re. Okay, like this. Here I am playing ga, ga, re. Okay, ga, re, ga, re. Now the sound of re is sa, re, re, ga, re, ga. Okay? So the pattern of khatka is not fixed always. It is up to you how you use the nearby note, which kind of sound you want with that particular note. Okay? But when you are using very quickly 2-3 notes, that is called khatka. Clear? That was, I think, third ornamentation.
Yes, third ornamentation.
Yes. Now the fourth is Jamjama. Z-A-M Z-A-M-A. Z-A-M-Z-A-M-A. Zamzama. You just write simply, it's a series of khatkas. It's a series of khatkas. See, in our previous example, we just applied khatka to one note. Other notes were simple, like sa, re, ga. Sa was simple, ga was simple. Just we applied khatka to re. But suppose if you are playing all the notes with khatka, like sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. Each note is being played with the khatka, nearby khatkas. Okay, so that total sound it is called as a jamjama. Okay, so this kind of thing we hardly use in classical music because playing so much of khatkas makes the sound very light. Okay, that means for the semi-classical music, folk music, the light music, for that we generally use this kind of series of khatka. But just to know that when we say jamjama, that means suppose I play sani da pa ma ga re sa, normal way. Now apply khatka to each note. So for sa I am playing re sa ni sa. For ni I will be playing sa ni da ni. For da we play ni da pa da. Like khatka for each note. And then total you play it like this. Sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So this cluster of notes, that is called jamjama. Okay, jamjama is a Urdu word. That means lightning. What we see during this monsoon, no? So the sound of the lightning, like this. So when you have this kind of sound through the ornamentation, that is called jamjama. That is mostly used for the folk musics, not for the classical music. We don't use so much of ornamentation in classical music because using so much ornamentation in the music, classical music makes it sound lighter. Whereas the classical music is something serious thing. Okay, there you can use slide. There you can use as much as you want. You can use slide, but not the khatkas and everything. It's very lessly we use. Okay. Then what is the next? Is a murki. M-U-R-K-I. Murki. Okay. So the murki is, it's like a cluster of ornamentations. Okay. Cluster of ornamentation itself. Yeah, you can say mixture of ornamentation. Mixture of ornamentation. That means you choose 2-3 ornamentation and play together for single note. Okay, see, if I play pa dha ni sa, this is kan. Okay, see. Okay, this is the only one ornamentation, sa, with the re it is. If I play, this is also one ornamentation, slide for sa. If I play, this is khatka. Okay, but suppose if I play pa dha ni sa, this kind of sound I want for sa. Again, pa dha ni sa. To make this sound, I will need slide, I will need tapping, I will need khatka, everything together. Okay. Okay, for that I am playing, just to play sa, I am playing pasa, ni re, sa ni, sa. Pasa, ni re, sa ni, sa. Pasa, ni re, sa ni, sa. See, I write this here. Pa, sa, ni, re, sa, ni, sa. Pa, sa, ni, re, sa, ni, sa. Now consider the total sound that pa, sa, ni, re, sa, ni, sa is a sa only. Sa. Okay. Pa, da, ni, sa. This is called murki. Okay, so it's a little longer. It may have 6 to 7 notes nearby. See, just to play sa, what we played, pa, sa, ni, re, sa, ni, sa. How many notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes. Okay, 7 notes playing just one note, sa. Okay, so this is the longest ornamentation for one note. Okay, that when we play jamjama, it's a one by one note, but for just one note, this is the murki is the longest ornamentation we do. Okay, after this we'll play just a small raga so that you will understand how this all work. But when we say khatka, when we say tapping, yakan, it is just a nearby note, touch and come back. When it can be higher, can be lower note. Then when we say slide, it's a some note which is continuously coming on main note. That also can be higher note, that can be also be lower note, any note. Okay. Next is the khatka, when nearby notes very quickly come to the main note. Sa, re, ga is this one. And the last is the murki. When using all of this, you want to make it like a bouquet of the notes, just to say one note. Pa, da, ni, sa. See, in here, pa, da, ni, sa. Now, how to play this ni? For playing ni, I used dhasa, nidhani, dhani. Dhasa, nidhani, dhani, ni, sa. So that is called murki of ni. Okay. A, ni, sa. So again, we cannot fix the notes of murki for every note. Okay, somebody can play the murki of ni with some other notes. The same person can play the murki of ni with some other notes. Okay, it's an instant thing. What you want to, how you want to show the ni for that time. Okay, so that is not fixed always that murki is this note and khatka is this note. Just to understand the grammar of that. Murki means a longer ornamentation. Khatka is a very short ornamentation, and tapping and sliding is even just one note ornamentation with the main note. Okay, so these all are, we'll just go for some raga, simple raga, and there we'll try to understand. Before that, you have any queries about this? Anything that you want to ask? Yes, from our online participants. Ji, Joshi ji.
Sorry, I was a bit late.
Yeah.
What did you tell about the Kern and slide?
So con is when we just touch the nearby note very quickly, like this. Pa da ni sa sa. When I say, so in this second sa, there is a con of ni. That is the smallest ornamentation. When we just
And what
touch,
was
yes,
okay? What was the second one you
the
told?
slide
Ah,
that we have been learning, no?
okay, main.
Sa
Yeah, yeah.
re. So that is also ornamentation, because where there we are not addressing the supporting note. We are just addressing the main note. Though is the supporting note is present. Okay. So the tapping and slide are the shortest ornamentation. There we only use one note. Whereas in a khatka we use 2-3 notes. Murki we use even more notes there. Clear, sir?
Okay,
Yes.
okay, got it.
Praji, you want to ask anything about ornamentation?
No, sir, I got it.
Got it. Okay, very good. Okay. Now, see, we take an example of Raga Bhupali. Okay. So, just for interest now, I tell you what is the Raga. Raga means we held 12 notes. Okay, 7 are major. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, and 5 are minors. Out of them, 4 komal, komal re, komal ga, komal dha, komal ni, and 1 is a tivrama. So when we say I am playing raga, so technically means you have chosen some fixed notes out of those 12 notes, and whatever you will play, you will use only those notes only. Okay. So in the case of Raga Bhupali, the notes are sa, re, ga, pa, and dha. See, the notes are sa, re, ga, pa, dha. We can change the octave. Okay, it's only middle octave. You can also play the lower octave pa, lower octave dha. You can play higher octave sa, higher octave re, higher octave ga. So you can change octave whatever you want, but the note will not be out of these 5 notes. Okay. So now whatever you do, you just do with these 5 notes. Okay. That is become the raga. It's a very basic definition. There are so many other things also to be taken care. But for now you understand that somebody saying that I am playing raga X or Y, that means there should be some fixed note that he is going to improvise on. Okay. So we are given with these 5 notes. Our duty is to improvise them. That is what we call as a rag vistar or swar vistar. Okay. And that should be always spontaneous. It is not like that somebody has improvised and every time we are playing the same thing. No. That is, I will play with sa and re today, that may be different tomorrow, that will be different day after tomorrow. Okay. So it's a spontaneous improvisation, we call it. Okay. Now see, if we talk in the range of flute. Okay. So if you go down to sa, what it will be? Down to side, which note it will be? Ni, but the ni is not there in the raga. Okay. So after that, what it will be? Dha. So dha you will have, and what after that? Pa. The pa you will have. That's it. We don't have ga, re, all these notes in our flute. Okay. In the higher octave, what after dha? Sa, because ni is not there in this raga. So we'll have higher octave sa, then higher octave re, then higher octave ga, and then higher octave pa, no ma. Okay. So these notes we have for this raga in flute. Okay. Now our duty is, see, whenever we improvise the raga, we start from sa and we go towards the lower octave first. Okay. So when you start going lower octave, what is the first note you will get in this raga? Is a dha. Okay. So we'll just improvise the raga in between these 2 notes. That means for a while we'll only play sa and dha. Okay. Sa and dha. Now after playing this range, when you see okay, all the combination has finished. Okay. Then you need to go for further more note down. So what will come after the is a pa. So now your range is pa, dha, sa. Whatever you will play from this note. Okay. Now there is no any down note available. So after that, if I want to increase the note, where I will go? I will start adding the middle octave notes. Okay, because this is the end. Now there is no lower low. So now to improvise the raga, I will add which note? Re. Okay. After that, once I am done with these 4 notes, I will go and add ga. Okay. So this way we improvise the raga. Now the thing is, suppose if you are playing this sa and dha, how many combination possible? Sa, dha, sa, khatam. What else? But to make more and more, like suppose the sa, there you will need ornamentation. Okay, so the ornamentation gives you the possibilities to repeat that note. If you just go technically, then there are very few combinations available. With the ornamentation, we can play more and more possible phrases. Rag Vistar. Okay, so let's we start the improvisation between sa and dha. After that, I will add pa, then I will add re, then ga, then pa, like this. Okay, so I will play one phrase. After me, you people try play this phrase. Okay, let's try. So this is Raga Bhupali. Okay, yes. Ready? After me. Sa. See, the very first note sa that you played, it was with the ornamentation. Which kind of ornamentation? Slide. That sa we took from dha. Okay. If I played directly, it would sound like this. Sa. But my projection was sa. Okay. So this is the use of slide. This is the use of ornamentation. Okay. Now play. Sa, dha. Yes. So here in the sa we have the slide of dha and the same sa is continually giving slide to dha back. Okay, so that's why we have sound like na, na. Sa, dha. Now how you will read this? This is not sadha. This is dha, dha, dha. Okay, so this is a slide. See, as you were asking morning, that what to do if there is some note is not there. See here, the slide of dha should come from ni, but ni is not there in the raga. So here the regular supporting of dha is being sa. Okay, that's why we are taking slide of dha from sa only. Dha, dha, dha. Play everybody. Okay, read it as a dha only, no sa. Dha. This is tapping. See, listen. Dha, sa, dha. This is kan.
Tapping also, here we cannot use.
Yeah, here we cannot use knee.
Tapping also.
We can, but because the is available, then why to use? Suppose some notes are there which is no any other option available, then you may go and use the the note which is not there. But here we can use the dha also. Okay. Sa, sa, dha.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
You are doing the tapping on knee or dha?
we are tapping on dha
Okay.
like this. See.
Okay, sir, it's clear.
See, for at least for 2 or 5 minutes we have been playing only two notes, dha and sa. Okay, that is possible only because of the ornamentation. Otherwise it will be very clear, dha, sa, dha, finish. Okay, so that's why the ornamentation is very much required, and it also gives some different angle to see the notes. Okay, this is one angle of dha, this is different angle of dha. In one we have taken slide from sa, in other we have taken slide from pa. Okay, then you can tape it, and so many things that we can do with the ornamentation. Now, see, dha, sa, da. This is Katka. To play dha, what I am playing? Dhapada. Dha. Correct. Again, everybody please listen. Dha, sa, da. Okay, so this is the use of Katka. This is again kan. Dha, sa, da. Dha, sa, da. So we can say we are tapping on pa to have dha. Okay, it's a kan of pa with the dha. The question is, can we use a note from those notes that we have not yet taken into our account? For example, we are still just playing with the sadha. Can we use pa as an ornamentation? Yes, we can use pa. Even though you haven't added your pa till now, but you can use them for the ornamentation. Okay. Still our range is dha to sa only. Doesn't mean that if you have touched pa and if you have used it for the ornamentation, that means you have added to pa. No. Still pa is yet to be introduced as a main note. Okay, so using the nearby notes for ornamentation doesn't mean that you have increased your limit of improvisation. You are still in the same limit unless you go and stay on that note. Okay, that is the introduction of that note to your limit. Means when I want to go to add pa for my improvisation, that time I will go and stay on pa. Okay, that means now I have introduced this note for my boundary of ornamentation. Okay, so this is still dha to sa dha to sa improvisation we are going on. Okay. Sa, dha, sa. Here also with dha we are touching the pa. So technically it's a Sa, pada, sa. That pada, that pa is a kan. We read it as a dha only. Sa, dha, sa. Sa, dha, sa. Okay. Now, suppose I want to add pa. Okay, so I will simply go and stay on that pa. So, dha, pa. That means now my range is this. Now I have 3 notes to play. So whatever I will play, I can use any of these 3 notes. Now I am not only bounded to dha, sa, dha, pa. 3 notes I have to improvise. Okay. Dha, sa, dha, pa. Okay. Now you come out of the ornamentation. Means ornamentation will be there. Now you focus on how I am doing and what I am doing. So this is called the rag vistar. This is how we improvise the rag. That now we have 3 notes. You use whatever ornamentation comes to your mind. But our now objective is to play between these 3 notes and make the sound more and more meaningful. You know, whatever you play, try to make it meaningful using these 3 notes. Okay. Pa, dha, dha. Play. Pa, dha, sa, dha. See, sa, dha. Slide is there, tapping is also there. Just for sa. Na, na. Sa, da, 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 pa. Slides to dha. Na, 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 na. This is murki. Pa, da. So it's a khatka and then tapping. So combined it's a murki. So for playing dha, I am playing pada, pada, pada. That is entirely dha. Pa, da. Correct. sa da. It's a simple. And the next time sa da pa. The da is a dapada. Sa da pa dapada. Now suppose I am done with 3 notes. Okay, pa da sa, I am done. Now what next note I will introduce after this? Re, because there is no down note available, right? So now I will introduce re, and then I will improvise in these 4 notes. Okay, you see, this is called raga vistar, but this is called swar vistar. This is how we improvise the raga, and what we are doing is the first segment of the raga, that is called alap. Okay, this is what we are playing, the alap of Bhupali. Here we don't have anything to do with time signature. Okay, see, there is no metronome, there is no tabla. Whatever we are playing, it's independent of the time. So out of 4 segments, the alap is the only segment which has no time signature in it. So only improvisation. Whereas in the second, third and fourth, that is Jord, Jala and composition, is everything with the beat there. Okay, but the root map will be the same. What you are doing right now, you will do the same thing again in the Jord, but with a tempo. Okay, same thing you will do in the Jhala with tonguing there, and same thing you will do in the composition with the tabla being played with you. Okay, that cycle and the blueprint is the same. You start with sa, go to dha, go to pa, go to re, go to ga, and that path is fixed. What you will play, that is not fixed. Okay, it is like you are given with 3 notes, you play whatever you want, same time, same day, same notes you play tomorrow, it will be different. Okay, it's like the path is given, how you will work on that, it's up to you, and it should be always different than what you know. Okay, then it is really a enjoyable thing, like that. Okay, so this is what we are going to learn tomorrow as well. Now just to make you understand how we use ornamentation in the raga, we are going through this. Okay, so this is also a raga lesson going on at one side. Okay, now we'll introduce re in it. So pa da sa we already had. Now we are going to add re. Dha dha sa re. Da dha sa re. Da da sa re. Re dha sa. See, here there is no any ornamentation. Okay? It's normally re dha sa. We can just give slide of dha from sa. So re dha sa, one ornamentation can be applied. Re sa, re sa, re dha sa. Re dha sa. Slide. Dha da da sa re. pa dha dha sa sa re. Pa pa dha dha sa sa re. Pa pa, this is slide da slide sa sa slide re. This is Katka. Re sa da. So is it re sa da sa? Is it re sa da sa? So Katka. Re sa da sa dha. Next, pa dha sa da sa. So for sa we are playing re dha sa. Pa da sa da re dha sa. So re dha sa is a sa. Sa. Okay, now I am done with re. So which note I will now add next after re is a ga. Okay, so we will have pa dha sa re plus ga as a new note. Okay, so now we are range is pa to ga, our range. Re re ga. With slide of re through ga. Re re ga. Re re ga. Dha sa, slide on dha, re ga, slide on re. Again listen carefully. Dha sa re ga. Re ga 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 re. Sa re ga ga re. re, re, re. This is slide. Now see how I play ga. Ga, ga. This is murki. Rega, rega, rega. Okay. Sa, re, ga. Rega, rega, rega. These are the ingredient notes. Rega, rega, rega. Ga. Ga, re, ga, re, dha. Ga, re, ga, re, dha. Ga, ga, re, re, sa, sa, dha, dha, pa. This is slide. Now see, in this slide of ga, I am using ma as a supporting note because I don't have any other option. Pa, I cannot. Pa is there in the raga, but there is no continuity between pa to ga. So that's why I am using ma as a sliding note for ga. Okay. Ga, ga, re, re, sa, sa, dha, dha, pa. Sa, re, ga, ga, re, re, sa, sa, dha, dha, pa. Re, dha, sa. Da, sa, re, ga. Slide. Sa, da, da, sa, re, re, ga. Ga, pa, re, pa, sa. Ga, pa, re, pa, sa. Okay. So this way we improvise in raga. That one after one note we will keep on adding, and to improvise them for a longer time we use the ornamentation. Now you tell me which ornamentation we use the most. Slide. Okay, without slide we cannot actually improvise. To improvise we have to have the slides. That's why it is very much important. That's why we give total 1 day to understand how the slides work. Other ornamentation like Katka and Murki and all these are temporary. Sometimes we use. Okay, but without slide we cannot improvise for a longer time. That's why we give that importance to slide. And the same thing what I am doing, what we have been doing till now, that is called Alap. Now what is called Jord? So for Jord we take 4 beat cycle. You remember the beats 1, 2, 3. What is cycle? When you make a circle of that, That means there will be a starting of the beat, there will be ending of the beat. Okay, so that ending of the beat it's called cycle. If I say it's a 4-beat cycle, that means 1, 2, 3, 4. Again 1, 2. It won't go beyond 4. Okay, that means whatever you will compose, it has to finish within this 4 beat. That cannot go beyond 4. Okay, see, if I take 4-beat cycle. Two, 3, 4 and 1, 2. Always in a cycle, the first beat will have the different sound. That's it shows it's the first beat. Okay. Or in music we call sum. Sum is the first beat of the cycle, which has the most important note. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Now Jord is, you do the same thing, Sadha, Sadapa, Re Sadapa work, but your phrase should be finished in this 4-beat cycle. Sa, Sada, finish. Sa, Sada, Dha, Da, Sa, finish. Da, Sa, Da, Sa, Da, Sa, Sa. Try to repeat. Da, Sa, Da, Sa. Now. Sa, Da. Sa, Dha. Dha, Sa. Sa, Da, Sa. Sa, Dha, Pa. Sa, Da, Pa. Pada, Sa. Pada, Sa, Da. Sa, Da, Sa, Dha, Pa. Pada, Sa, Pada, Sa. Pada, Sa, Dha, Sa, Pada, Sa. Very good. Da, Sa, Dha, Sa, Dha, Sa, Pada. Pada, repeat. Da, Sa, Dha, Sa, Dha, Sa, Pada. Da, Pa, Da, Pa, Da, Pa, Da, Pa, Sa, Da. Dha, Pa, Sa, Dha, Pa, Sa, Dha, Pa, Sa, Da. da pa da sa 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 da pa da sa 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 da pa da sa 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 da pa. The last size at the edge of the 4. Da pa da sa sa da pa da sa da pa da. Okay, so this is called Jord. What you have been doing? You are doing the same 3-note improvisation. Okay, you are improvising the same 2 notes or 3 notes, but within the 4 beat. Every time it is starting on 1, finishing by 4. Okay, so this is called Jord. But in real performance, when we play Jord, we have this cycle in our mind. Okay, there we don't use metronome to play. So see, now I play Jord. How in a concert we play Jord? See, you can count 4 by my playing, that I am playing into 4, but it will not be given on the tabla, or it won't be given on the metronome. See. सा ग रे ध सा रे सा पद 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 सा ध रे सा सारे दसा रे 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 सा दसा द द द द द द रे सा दसा da 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 dha sa re sa dha sa re sa dha sa re sa da sa da re sa ga re sa re sa da pa da pa re sa da pa ga sa re pa re ga pa 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 re sa pa 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 ga pa re ga re sa dasa da pada 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 pa gapa 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 ga re ga re ga pa da sa re sa re sa re ga. Ga sa re da sa pa da pa. This is ornamentation. Ga ga re re sa sa da pa. Ga ga re re sa. Kana. Da 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 pa da sa re ga re sa. Sa re ga ga re re sa sa da pa da sa re ga re sa. Ga ga re re sa sa da pa da sa re ga. Da pa da sa re ga. So, right. So this is called Jord. See, it is very easy. Just you need to maintain the 4. Whatever we played, it was truly in the 4 beat only. Nothing hard. Ornamentation you use if you want. Okay, slide you use if you want. If you will use it, it will sound better. Okay, even if you don't use it, no problem. But what you need to do is that you work in the decided notes. Okay, whatever we play, we didn't play ma and ni at all. We only play sa re ga pa da. That is a Bhupali. And in that the first half was without any time, that was Alap. Okay, and the second what we play, it was in a time, that is in a beat cycle. The tempo of that cycle was 45 bpm. How much? 45. 45 bpm and 4 beat per bar. So beat per bar means a cycle. Okay, so we have to complete our phrase in 4 beat. This cannot extend 4. Okay, so this is called Jord. Fine. So Alap we did first, then we did Jord. The same thing you do with 65 bpm. How much? 65. That means it will be little faster. See, this was 45 bpm. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1. Now same cycle, 4 beat. I make 65. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now just like a Jord, here we'll play the phrase with tonguing. Okay, see. Sa, saga saga sa, saga saga sa, saga saga sa. Try. Sa, saga saga sa, saga saga sa, saga saga sa. Sa, saga saga sa, saga saga sa. sa sa ga sa sa ga sa sa ga sa 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 ga sa sa ga sa. I just slow it down 5 bpm for comfort. So it's a 60 bpm now. Sa sa ga sa sa ga sa sa ga sa. Next. Da ga repeat. Da ga sa very good. Da sa very good. Saga repeat. Saga next. Saga sa repeat. Next. Paga da repeat. Saga da pa. Saga sa da pa. Saga da pa. Saga sa da pa. Paga daga saga sam. Paga daga sa saga sam. Saga re repeat. Saga re. Re da sam. Re da sam. Saga repeat. Saga re sound. Ga saga sa re ga saga sa re ga pare sam. Ga pare sam. Saga da pa. Saga daga 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 pa, rega 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 sa. Daga 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 pa, rega 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 sa. Daga daga pa, rega rega sa, daga daga pa. Dapa gapa dapa gapa dapa gapa dapa gapa dapa gapa dapa gapa re. Dapa gapa dapa gapa dapa gapa dapa gapa dapa gapa. Ga 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 pa ga pa da sa ga 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 pa pa pa. Sa saga 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 sa saga saga re. Sa da sa saga 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 re. Re 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 ga re ga re ga. Ga ga re re saga saga sa da. Re re saga saga sa da 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 pa ga 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 re re. Ga re sa da pa ga re sa pa ga re sa da. Pa ga re sa da sa re sa da pa da pa. Pa ga re sa da sa re sa da pa da. Sa 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 da pa da re. Da sa sa re sa sa ga sa. Sa re ga re sa ga re ga re sa ga re ga re. Okay, see, very simple. That is called Jala. This is Jala. For this we learn the tonguing. Okay, so how many segment? First is a Alap, where there is no any time signature. That your notes are free from any time. Second is Jord, where the tempo is nearly 40 to 50 BPM somewhere. Okay, you can set it as per your requirement. And the phrase should finish in a 4-beat cycle. Okay, your phrase should be finished in a 4-beat. Using metronome first. So in the metronome there is an option beat per bar. So beat per bar means cycle. So if I set 4 beat per bar, that means it will sound 1 differently, 2, 3, 4 normally. Again it will sound 1 differently. So that different sound will make you understand, okay, this is the beginning of the cycle. Okay. So by mind only. It is very natural. The 4-beat cycle is a very natural cycle for everybody. You can easily detect it. Da sa re sa, finish. Da sa re sa re ga re sa re ga pa sa re. Okay, so 4 is a, yeah, of course you need little bit practice, but though 4 is a much natural cycle. Other cycle like 5, 6, 7. 6 is again natural cycle. 5, 7, 9. These are the difficult cycle because it is very hard to compose within that 5 only, within 7, within 9. That too we do. That's a different tala. When we say this is a rupak tal, this is a jap tal, what exactly we are trying? That is means we are explaining the beat cycle. Rupak is a 7-beat cycle. So if somebody say I am playing in rupak, that means constantly he is playing in 7, 7, 7. 7, correct. But for them, tabla is there to count, to help there. Okay. But in a Jord, we don't have any percussion instrument. In our mind only we count it like this. Yes, Deepak Joshi ji, please.
Sir, during this playing this Alap, Jord, Jhala,
Haan
is
ji.
it necessary to follow the chalan of the raga?
Yes, otherwise there will no beauty of the raga will come. Okay, so chalan means like
Follow
see.
that chalan.
Yes, the chalan means like if I am playing Bhupali, then you should follow the protocol. Like ga should be played more. You should be playing dha more because it's a vadi samvadi there.
Yeah.
Okay, we should be playing ga re sa da sa. That is a pakkad of the raga. Okay, so this like a 20-80 ratio. 20% you try to follow the chalan. 80% you can go technically. Technically means you play the notes which is belong to raga in a your way. But just to again gaining that mood of the raga, we play some typical phrases of the raga. That is a chalan. Okay.
Okay.
Praji, you want to ask anything? Okay.
No, sir, I'm just following you.
Yes. So it was just example of Alap, Jord, Jhala, just to explain how the ornamentation works, how the slides work, how the tonguing works. That's what we have been learning last 3-4 days. Just to now this is the time when we are using them. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So see, when we are using all these techniques, then it becomes very easy. You played, I think the first time you played Rag Bhupali, most of you. But see, everything is going very smoothly because I don't need to explain you this is a slide. You take it from dha to sa. Okay, this is a tonguing. You say tuku tuku because you have learned all these things. So that is the topic for tomorrow onwards. That we'll take different raga and then we do. There our objective is how to play more using the same notes. Okay. How I can play is if suppose I say Hansadwani. So Hansadwani is a sa re ga pa ni sa. Instead of dha, there is a ni. Okay. So if we change the one note, the raga mode will change. Okay. But our objective is how can, being into only pa ni sa, how can I play for longer and longer? That too should be musical. It should not be sound boring. Okay. And then how to play Jord in that, how to play Jala in that, how to play with the tabla, all these things. Okay. That is the objective of the raga. If somebody is legendary artist, that means what is the legendary in it? He is legendary because in the same number of notes he is playing for hours and hours, and that too keeping that mood of the raga and keeping the people entertaining in that. Okay. Even anybody can play Bhupali improvisation, but what is the difference between a good one and the average one? That the good one will make a very nice phrases out of them. That is called improvisation. That is called Raga Vistar, Swara Vistar. That we are going to learn on the next day. Okay. And the fourth one after this is a composition. There, see, the cycle that we are using, it was a 4-beat cycle. But suppose if somebody wants to improvise the raga with a 5-beat cycle. Okay. If want to improvise the cycle, raga with a 7-beat cycle. Okay. Then we need a tabla there. Okay. That tabla is there to count beat for you. Suppose I say 7-beat cycle, then the tabla player will play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and I will improvise the raga with that. But for that, it is not that simple. No, it is not like tick, 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 tick. For every cycle, we have a tal there. So for 7, it is called rupak. Okay. So rupak 7 beats sounds like tin, tin, na, din, na, din, na, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, tin, tin, na, dhin, na, dhin, na, dhin, na. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now see how I improvise in 7 beat. Same thing, but it should be 7. Sa, 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 dha. Sa, 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 dha. Da, 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 sa. Da, 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 sa. Da, 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 sa. Finish. Da, 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 sa. Pa, 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 da. Pa, 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 dha. Pa, da, pa, sa. Pa, da, pa, sa. Da, 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 sa. Da, 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 sa. Da, 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 sa, re, sa. Da, 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 sa, re, sa. Re, 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 ga. Re, 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 ga. Sa, re, sa, re, ga. Sa, re, sa, re, ga. Sa, re, sa, ga, re, ga, re, ga, re, ga. Sa, re, sa, ga, re, ga, re, ga, re, ga. Pa, re, ga, sa, pa. Re, ga, sa, pa, 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 re, ga, sa. Pa, 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 re, ga, sa. Sa, da, sa, re, ga. Pa, re, ga. Sa, da, sa, re, ga. Pa, re, ga, re. Sa, da, sa, re, ga, re. Pa, pa, re, ga. Sa, da, sa, re, ga, re. Pa, pa, re, ga. Ga, pa, da, pa, re, ga, sa. Ga, pa, da, pa, re, ga, sa. Ga, pa, da, pa, re, ga, sa. Sa, 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 re, ga, pa. Sa, 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 re, ga, pa. Sa, da, sa, re, ga, pa. Sa, da, sa, re, ga, pa. Pa, 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 tap, re, ga. Pa, 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 tap, re, ga. Ga, pa, da, pa, tap, re, ga. Ga, pa, da, pa, tap, re, ga. Da, sa, re, ga, re, pa, re, ga. Sa, da, sa, re, ga, re, pa, re, ga. Sa, da, sa, re, ga, re, ga. Re, ga, re, sa, da, sa, re, ga, re, ga. Ga, re, ga, ga, re, sa, da, sa, re, ga, re, ga. Pa, tha, pa, re, ga. Sa, da, sa, re, ga. Ga, pa, da, sa, da, pa, re, ga. Sa, da, sa, re, ga, re. Pa, re, ga, re, ga. Sa, da, sa, re, ga, re. Pa, re, ga, sa, re, ga. Ga, sa, re, ga. Ga, sa, re, ga. Ga, 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 sa, re, ga. Ga, sa, re, ga. Ga, 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 sa, re, ga. Ga, sa, re, ga. Ga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. See, the composition is nothing different. What is the different? That in a Jord Jhala we do everything into 4/4. Here you have liberty that you can take 7, you can take 5. 5 is a japtal. Okay. There things actually there's a 10-bit cycle. So 5 plus 5. There we go. Okay. Then you go tin tal. Tin tal is a 16. 16 means the same. See, whenever we divide or multiply the beat cycle by 2, okay, it's the same beat cycle. So if I say 4-bit cycle, into two 8-bit cycle, into two 16-bit cycle, these all are the same nature. Okay, when I say 3-bit cycle, into two 6, into two 12, these are the same bit cycle. So when I say 7-bit cycle, it's a 14-bit cycle also. Okay, so 5, 10, 20, so they are the same family. So if somebody is used to play in a 7, he can play 14. If somebody is used to play 4, he can play 16. That's why Tintal is very easy. Why? Because our natural cycle is 4 and Tintal is a 16-bit cycle, which actually the same family cycle. Okay, so initially whenever somebody playing with the tal, okay, the composition, he will always follow Tintal. Okay, once he is good with the 4/4, then he will try to go to 7, it's Rupak, this one. Then he will try to go to 5, Japtal. Okay, and there are many cycles, like the tomorrow that we are going to play is a 9-bit cycle. Okay, there we have to think everything into 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. Okay, so this is Matatal. Matatal it is called. Okay, so when somebody is saying, okay, I am going to play in this tal or that tal, so simply you try to get the things exactly what he is saying, that he is going to improvise the rag in that particular cycle. Okay, and what is a good player? What is how you define that? Okay, he is playing good. That he is doing so many improvisation, he is doing so many entertaining things effortlessly in that 7 or in that 9. Okay, playing 9 and 7 it is okay, but if you are playing so naturally that even everybody is able to know that okay, he is coming on the 1. Okay, so that is the greatness of any artist, that he is even he is playing some odd number of beat cycle, that too sounds very balanced, that too sounds like a Tintal if he is playing. Okay, so that is called composition. Okay, so see that everything is the same. What we do in a Alap, it's the same thing we do in a Jord with a beat. Same thing we do in a Jhala with a tangling. Same thing we do in a composition with some other beat cycle. That's it. But the circle is same.
Jord and Jala would be all Tintal. Always.
Not a Tintal, because when we say Tintal, it's a different thing. But yeah, you can say 4-bit cycle. 4-bit cycle, always. Why? Suppose if I can train my mind to play in a 5-bit without metronome, let's say, or without any tabla, but audience will not understand. Okay, so unless some percussion instrument is there, you cannot play the other cycles, because audience will always try to find 4 into it, and they will not get it. Okay, so that's why whenever we play without any percussion instrument, that is always 4. With percussion instrument, you can go anything. You can go 4, 5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. So we have that such Tala also, where the beat cycle is 7.5 or 8.5. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. So 8 end. That is a half beat. Okay. So that also people are improvising that constantly 1 to 8.5, 1 to 8.5. Okay. Especially in the South India, especially in this Karnataki music, they have this kind of beat cycle also. Okay, but in generally we use Tintal, that is 16-bit cycle, family of 4. We use Ektal, which is a 12-bit cycle, family of 3. Okay, then we use Rupak, 7-bit cycle. Then we use Japtal, 10-bit cycle, family of 5. And recently people they have started playing in Matatal also. Not recently, like last 20, 30 years, Guruji himself started playing in Matatal. Otherwise, nobody was playing in that 9. Okay, so he made it popular, especially in Hindustani music. I'm not saying in Karnataki, but then Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma ji, they started playing this Tala more and more. It is little bit difficult. It was before. Counting 9 is somewhat, it's a totally different counting there. But then he made it so popular that now everybody they are learning and they are playing into 9-bit cycles. Okay, so these are the few cycles that you need to learn. But above all, what is important? The improvisation is important, and the key of the improvisation is in Alap. Because see, once you go to Jord, Jala, everything, the one extra pressure is there on the mind about beat cycle. Okay, you have to finish it by 4, you have to finish it by that or that. But when you are playing Alap, there is no any beat cycle there, no any beat even. Okay, so always to understand the Raga better, one should play Alap more. Whatever you will find in that Alap, that you fix into the beat cycle, it becomes Jord, Jala and composition. Okay, in our days of Gurukul, Guruji used to teach us Alap for hours and hours, Jord, Jala and composition just for 1 hour. Because whatever material you make in the Alap, same thing you just set into cycle becomes, because in Jord, Jala we don't have time much to think about. Whereas in Alap you have time and time because there is no beat cycle involved there. Okay. So in the Raga, Alap is very important, especially for the learning purpose. For performance purpose, always people they like beats more. Okay. So there we play so Alap, Jord, Jala, everything very balanced. But in a practice, we play more and more Alap. So anyway, this is the topic. This is the introduction of tomorrow's topic that I am trying, and whatever we have learned in these 2-3 days, just I was trying to make you convinced that how we are using those things in the raga. See, in the raga we have many times we played sa re ga ga pa da. This is alankar 1 2 3. Okay, that you are applying into Bhupali. Sa re ga 1 2 3 re ga pa because there is no ma. Okay, from ga pa da there is no ma again. So alankar practice is also useful totally here, same way. Yeah. So let's see. Tomorrow we'll see which raga will go. We'll try different raga than this so that you can have some varieties. Yes, Joshi ji, any question?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Praji,
you.
any question?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So we'll see you tomorrow 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sir, I supposed to come there.
Yeah.
I'm from Kerala only. But day before yesterday, I had a very big travel.
Okay.
So
Okay. Try
I'm
tomorrow
very
if you are
tired.
free, or day after tomorrow if you are free.
But my health is not okay, sir.
Okay. 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 No problem.
Feeling fever. That's why I was not.
Okay. No problem. No problem. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.